Welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, in this video, we are going to discuss about the PySpark interview question which were asked into the Eclerx interview. So if you are going to attend the technical round of Eclerx for the data engineering, this might be asked into the interview. So like one of my subscriber have shared this question with me. In this question, like they have asked like if you are a data engineer and you have given a data set with the customer's transaction detail or sales detail. Okay, in that like we have a customer ID, order date and total amount. Okay, so what you have to do, like we have to process, there are some duplicates data in this data set. If you will look like 101, 101. So there are duplicates record, right? So we have to remove the duplicates record based upon the composite primary key. So what we have to do, we have to create a composite primary key of the customer ID and order ID. Okay. And what we have to do, we have to keep the latest record. Suppose like the order date, or if you look over here, right, this one is the 15th Jan and another duplicate is on 17th Jan, so we have to keep the record of the 17th Jan. So let's go into the Databricks and we will see how we can resolve this. So we will go into the workspace and I'll create a new notebook into this. Let's go here and just create a new notebook and we'll just copy this Eclerx interview. I'll give Eclerx interview, then rename this and give Eclerx interview. Now what we will do, we will connect to the Spark session. After connecting, let's import the Spark session from SQL. Import Spark session. Spark is equals to Spark session dot builder dot app name. We'll give the app name dot get or create. So let's they have given the data set as well. So let's give the data is equals to, and I'll copy the data set from here. We have data. So let's copy this data, put it over here. Then we have schema as well. We have to define the schema. So let's copy the schema as well. So give the schema. And now let's create a data frame. So what we will do, data frame is equals to spark dot, we have to give create data frame. Okay, and what we have to give, we have to give data and the schema. Schema. So our data frame has been created. Let's display this and understand the question. Okay, so if we'll look into the question, what it has been asked, like there are duplicates. Okay, if you look into 101, 101, so these are duplicate record, 1212, 103, 103. So what we have to do, we have to create a composite primary key, customer ID and order ID, and on top of this composite key we have to find the latest order. Suppose if you'll do the combination 101 1001 and 101 100, so we got two records, right? On top of these two we have these two value, 15 Jan and 17 Jan. So on top of this we have to find 17 Jan. This will be our latest order. Okay, so how we will do, either we can give the partition by, like we will give the partition by and then we will order it, right? Order by date. So for doing that, right, we require a window functions. If you'll do into the data frame, right, it will give the error because in data frame it will not get recognized. Partition by is not getting recognized. So I'll show you partition by. And if you give any column for the partition by, right, suppose we let's give the customer ID only, we will get the undefined error. Oh, see, data frame object has attribute partition by, so no attribute partition by. We will get this error. So for that, what we will do, we will import a window function, and on top of the window function, we will create a window spec and we will put into the partition by. So let's do one thing, like we will import this SQL import a window. So after importing the window, we will give the win partition. Okay, so I'm sorry, like I've run this win partition. After that, just give over here win do, then we have to give the partition. We have to do the combination composite primary key, right? So we'll give the order ID. Then what we have to do? We have to do the order by. So just give order by and give this order by order date. So let's give this. After giving this, right, if we'll do the partition, suppose this 101 and 100, these two are our partition. On top of this partition, it will give the, we have to find the ranking, right, to sort the latest record. So for that, what we have to do, we have to use the with column. So we'll create a df uh, rank, okay, and in this we'll give df dot with column. So if you guys have went through my previous video, you know that we are using the with column to find our new means derived record or calculated columns. So that's why we are using over here uh, with column. So with the help of with column, we will give find a rank number of the record. So just give this, and in that we will give the, we have to import one more function. So let's import that. I'll import from the SQL dot functions import row number. So just use over here row number, and in row number give the dot over. So in over we will pass the win partition, okay, whatever the partition we have created. So we will pass over here. So we have passed this, and now let's use this. So our new data frame, right, if you look into this, it'll display it, and df rank. So see, we have created a partition, right, on top of this, like 101, and these two, on top of these two composite primary key, we have created order date. What we have to do, we have to sort a order way in such a way that this latest record should come one. So why I'm saying to sort into the one, like in descending order. Suppose we have a two duplicates record only. That's why we know, like in each and every duplicate case, right, we have only two record. But there might be a condition, there will be three records. So I'll show you that as well. So suppose we have this data set 103, and just take this and put this over here 103 103, and just put this as 20 and put this 560, okay, and let's run this. Okay, 103 103, and now 103. Now what we have to do, we have to filter out the record, right? So df underscore filter and df new, right, df rank. We have df rank dot filter. So if you filter right over here, we'll use call. So for that we will import the call. Let's import over here only. Okay, so we'll use call row number equals to 2. Okay, so column function. Okay, so rank number is there. So we have to use rank number over here. Rank number. Display this df filter. So if we look over the output, right, we are getting all the unique record for all the combination of the composite key, like customer ID, order ID, right? We are getting unique record. But if you look over here, 17 18, so for these two cases, right, 1 17 is the highest date, like this is the latest date, 18 is the latest date. But for 103, right, 3 is the third, 20 is the latest record, right, latest order date. So if we will filter 3, then what will happen over here, it will get sorted for the only one key 103, right, rest of the record are getting miss. So for that, what we have to do, we have to sort the date in such a way that latest record should come at a first rank. So if we'll filter one, we will get all the values, right? So for that, what we have to do, we have to convert this order date into the date format. So let's do one thing. Let's create a df new, and in that just use df dot with column, and in the column just create just use this order date column. We are not going to give new name to that column, just give use the utilize this column only. And we have to import one function, uh, control Z. Let's import to date function to convert into the date format. So let's import to date, and in to date, right, we will use utilize this over here to date, and we will put over here call, and we will give the name order date, and just give this in format of, we have date format in y, small right, y dash dd. Okay, so and just import desc descending, and I'll give over here desc. Okay, and just give out of this one. So if you look over here right now, right? See, R17 date, if you look over it, this got converted, right? Let's use df new over here. Put this df new, yeah. So this order date, right? If you look over here, 17, then 15, then 18, then 20. So if you'll give the filter over here 1, we are getting all the values which having the latest record. For like 17, this order for 101 and 10101, like order customer ID and order ID for 101 with this latest order date is 17, so we are getting latest order date only. So if we now we can, if the requirement will write into the table, you can use the write into command to write into the table. Hope you have understood this solution. Let's go to the one more time, like for the summary. So it has been asked, right? They have given us data set, one data set, in that there are multiple duplicates value. On top of that duplicate value, we have to find the latest order date only. So what we have did, we have created a partition on top of the composite primary key, and on top of that we have sorted the date, and we have fetch out the latest date value. I hope you have understood this, and if you have another way or another approach for this question, you can type into the comment like what are the another ways you can handle this question. So that will be like really helpful for you all. So practice this type of the question, and coming days, like I'll going to upload more these type of the videos and this type of the question on interview series. If you are attending an interview and you are getting such type of interview question, please forward to me, so I will also use to solve on in for you guys.